Tree closing 600 stores this year. CVS closing 900 stores. Through the end of this year, Walgreens closing 150 stores. Outback Steakhouse has already closed 40 of its restaurants. UPS is cutting 12,000 jobs in 2024. Citigroup cutting 20,000 positions as well. eBay, why not? 1,000 jobs lost there. Microsoft cutting 1,900 positions. Expedia cutting 1,500. Cisco cutting 4,000. Apple cutting 600. It's entertainment too. Regal Cinemas closing 429 locations. Kroger's grocery store chain shutting down 413 stores. It's not affordable to be in retail anymore. Foot Locker closing 400 stores by 2026. Macy's will close 150 locations by 2026. Walmart, already this year, has closed 6 of its supercenters. While the U.S. Senate has passed nearly $100 billion to send to other countries that Joe Biden just signed yesterday, most can't even find Ukraine or Israel on a freaking map, let alone Taiwan. We're paying money that we don't have as our economy goes down the toilet and American jobs die. Of course, we know we're going to ban TikTok so nobody can talk about it freely.
Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. We'll start off first things first. Give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakadash, which in the Pele Hubaton, creator of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you, sister, brothers, living the truth, and shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying. Show yourselves approved. Shalom. Woo! Hey, our Lord is going to work on this place, Yasharala. He's going to work. As we just seen from that clip from that Edomite woman, what appears to be an Edomite woman, all these big corporations are closing down. You just seen the whole list. Jobs are closing down. We're in the beginning of woe, the struggles, which we know why this is happening. And like you said, you just sent $95 billion in foreign aid to other countries, but you ain't doing nothing for the American people, which is going to create that tension, that conflict. That's why we're seeing civil unrest on these college campuses. And you're going to see it, more uproars of the people as we move forward in prophecy. See, Babylon the Great, America is like a corporation. It's more of a corporation than it is a country. And right now, Esau is cashing out. When I say Esau, I'm talking about the so-called white man. He's cashing out. That $95 billion they sent overseas could have went right here in this country and stimulated and kept those stores open. But they don't want that to be open. They want the stores to close. Why? Because they want to enact a MOTB system where you're on a universal basic income and you have to have a micro CHIP in your hand or in your head to even access goods you need to survive. The devil's trying to corner the market. And all he's doing is fulfilling prophecy. What he's doing is what Yahushua told this devil to do. He think he being slick, like he about to set something up and rule forever. No, you're not. You're killing your own country. And replay that list again, Yashua. Replay that and watch that clip again and hear the frustration and the desperation that Edomite woman's voice. Like she knows it's over with. She knows it's done. She just sitting back like, how dumb can y'all be? And what she needs to realize is that your leaders, these politicians, these government officials, they're all sellouts. They all agreed to do what the elite say, which your ish people, Salakia, and that is to, close everything down. I can't put a micro CHIP in you for still cash money run around. If you still got good jobs you work at, still out here, I can't do you like that. I got to take things away from you little by little. And then when you have nothing else, all your stores done closed, because what they're doing is just like consolidating. They're moving everything into one place. They're shutting down Walmart, UPS, all of it. All of it's going into one place. And it's going to create the more to the confusion of this place, because now it's going to be all cluttered up. And once it's all cluttered up and a bunch of confusion, it has no choice but to collapse. And it's going to be like a slow, almost like starving to death is what these devils is about to do. They're going to starve people out because they're going to get rid of the food first. Walmart not going to stack up on food. And they're going to do that to make the people hungry and desperate so that they'll bow down to him and take his micro CHIP. That's the play, y'all. That's why all this is happening. Everybody looking all crazy. She looking all crazy. Like, these devils been selling out. We've been dealing with retail apocalypse. Since before the 1-9 situation, we've been dealing with that. So I'm looking like by the time your light bulb came on, but at this point, it's too late. And she doesn't look like a Jake, so this shit doesn't have any salvation. You know, for the Israelites, I tell them, come into this truth, man. That way you be safe, because this place is about to go. The writing's on the wall. It's running on fumes. It's sputtering. And it's about to go. So who not better to put your trust in Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua, who created all of this? Esau is not the creator. Esau is just the manipulator. That's what he is. He's going to manipulate you, use you, and abuse you. That's what the so-called white man does. And that's just truth speaking right there. He's the red man. His skin turned red. He hairy. He love the outdoor hunt. Then every little Bass Pro fishing, little hunt store, you're going to see some old cowboy boot wearing red Edomites is what you're going to see. So let's get to the scriptures. Because this is all prophesied in our word that it will happen. And we're about to come up on this pretty soon. They're going to just close all the little Walmarts and grocery stores. And just leave a few that's open. But you have to have that micro CHIP to scan the door to even get in. So this is 2nd Esdras 6:22. And it says, and suddenly shall the sowing places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. So all these little stores we shop at, as you know, your everyday Babylonian, Esau's not going to stack them up no more. Their food supply, like, it's running on reserves right now. Once you get so much, they're going to say, we're out of business, we're going to close down. It's going to probably be like 2 Walmarts to a city. That's how bad it's going to get. Even if they even still open. If all our hell break loose and everybody's warned, these corporations ain't going to make no money. They make money off the civilization being dumbed down, side as children. They make money like that. Once you done ate the roll and drunk on these living waters, which is these scriptures, once you've done that, you know, all that stuff that Esau done put on you is going to start wear away. It's going to wear away. It's going to come right up off of you. And then you're going to be kingdom-minded, ready for Yahweh to show up. So this is most of a precept to show you this place is closing up. That's future prophecy. It said the storehouses shall be found empty. That's going to be true, man. You're going to see Best Buy boarded up. You know, you're going to see the Walmarts boarded up. Looking like an old warehouse market or something. Like, we in that season. The Lord is not playing. Only corporations going to be open for a minute. If they sell something and, you know, these devils and give a clear for that, they're done. They'll replace their butts. So check it out. This is a good one for this to come out. And this is Ecclesiastes 12:3. And it reads, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look at the windows be darkened. So all these little jobs we working at now, like for instance, I work in like little warehouse plants. If they was to get rid of half the people and try to replace them with migrants who can't speak no English, I'll probably be on my way out too. And they'll probably be pressuring me. You got to get that, you know, the juice to stay here. You got to get juice to work here. And I get to the point where I was just going to walk away. And they're like, oh, no, never mind. We'll honor your exemption. I'm like, okay, I thought so. So we got to know our worth as people, man. These devils see you as a number. They see you as having no value. And they will use you accordingly. You know, they want the name of Israel to be no more. But now it's back. Loud. And this devil just can't take it, man. I gotta take his manhood from him or something. Like, I can't keep dealing with this. That's how the Edomites are looking at it. And they're poor too. The working class Edomites, they're doing worse than us. We're used to hard times and making it through and stretching this out. Esau ain't used to that. He does about to get on opioids, meth, like nobody business. I do something strange for a little piece of change. That's what the Edomites about to do. And it's not going to be pretty either. So it's a strong man should bow themselves, man. They military don't want that smoke with Russia and China and overseas. They like, man, a dude burnt himself up for that very, what they was doing because he didn't agree with that. So he wanted to protest for Palestine. And how he do that? By setting himself on fire. I'm like, whoa. That's craziness. And it said, look out their windows because they be darkened. That means there's no future in Babylon the Great. You look at the line, AI gonna take up everything. Video games, commentary, medical field, everything's going to computers. It's gonna be a computer fixing a computer. Jake will be X'd out. You'll be a breeder. You'll get a UBI, universal basic income, little time play little video games, and that's it. Back to your cubicle. And that's what these devils about to do. That's what's coming. And it showed that too many times, time and time again. So we're gonna keep on reading this. On verse 4, Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the doors shall be shut up in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up with the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So you hear that? So the door's going to be shut in the streets, man. You're going to see everything boarded up, and it's happening already. I'm looking at Tulsa, Oklahoma, Yasharala, places that used to have business and used to be open, all that. They boarded them suckers up and got a number to call them for the space. So they are bellying up. And not just Yasharala, Esau bellying up, and I see even Ishmael, some of the Ishmaels bellying up. They need a bailout. That's because they were never good businessmen at all. They don't do right. It's the grinders gonna cease because it's a few. So even though they're gonna lose half their workforce, they want the other half that's still there to pick up the slack so I can get my hours so I don't get chewed out on the job. That's what's about to happen. It's about to get rough. So we really got to be built up in the truth and armored up because it's about to get real rough. They're about to shake the coons and make the coons get them in line. That's about to happen. So I think I don't know why that happened to my app. I think that might be it for that one. And who's the keeper of the house? That's Esau. This is Esau's house right now. Not Yashua. We have nothing to do. We don't have nobody UN a bad situation. The UN. We don't have nobody sitting in for us. Not at all. We don't really have nothing here. Esau owns us. Straight up owns us. We don't own nothing. Our people didn't get nothing. We really don't own that. We don't hold no industries. So Esau got a monopoly on everything. But it's going to backfire on him. Why? Because the grinders are going to cease. Why the grinders going to cease? Because there's too many. It's too few of them. It's too few. I'm not about to do my job, her job, his job, and then her job for the same money. You out your mind? No. It's not about to happen. So the grinders cease, man. A lot of people, especially the young crowd, they don't want to work no more. Because they don't see no future in this place. So like, why work? I done heard that a lot of times come from these youngsters. I'm talking about like 18 to like 22, man. They quit too. Like, why am I working? This ain't no bread. And I'm just like, hey, man, do the best you can do. We dealing with a bunch of try to get their position. We dealing with a bunch of greedy dudes in town hall. A bunch of politicians who think they run it and flexing their power. That's what we dealing with. And then we're also dealing with the famine that's coming, man. Lord ain't about to load up Walmart, load your house up with food. Nah, man, he might give you a couple of bugs. You say, eat the bugs. And that's it. He gonna tell you, go get that micro CHIP. Then you get a bed. You get a whole room. We'll house you. But I got to tag you first. I read that one. The daughters' music should be brought low. Yeah, the music sucks. And it sucks because of that precept right there we just read. The daughters' music been brought real low. I used to love to listen to R&B and rap, but this new age stuff, I can't even listen to it no more. And it messes your, it messes your whole spirit up. Because if you just listen to that thing through your subconscious, man, they rapping about gun in my purse. They rapping about letting the woman slut you out. Like, it has had you way left field, man. Way left field. So I highly recommend to quit listening to these new age young rappers, because they own some stuff. Some major stuff. And they're going to be looking like somebody did wrong when they look up and there's no food in the stores or no way you can get provision. The military going to have no provision. But you got to do something for the military to even get in. And the MOTB might be like a black light marker, you know, with a precursor to MOTB, should I say, because it's going to be that micro CHIP. But they might have people like getting them marked up already. Like, okay, he's ready for the insertion. I can just pile a little pressure, run down the news about 3 more times. He'll roll. He'll roll with us. So these devils, man, they something else. They gonna cut it off for everybody. Blockade and siege, you know, blow up bridges. And I know you got to get around in this mug too. You better hope a pilot don't catch your butt. You know, Joe Biden is through. Straight through. And I think I'm going to get one more. We end off that right there. Because when you listen to that Edomite woman, man, her whole little spirit was broke. And what I heard was this precept right here immediately came to my mind. I didn't have to even write this. It came to me. And this is Isaiah 24:11. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. So you hear that? It said there's crying for wine in the streets. A woman was crying out for some wine, man. That philosophy. She remember when America was a pretty decent country. She wanted it back. She just knew stuff like, man, what the hell is that? What is that? And it says all of joy is darkened. She looking like ain't no good man out here. Ain't no solid nothing. So I mean, she looking out her window and it's darkened. You're gonna hear the birds chirping at 4 a.m. It says the mirth of the land is gone. Ain't nobody happy. I gauge my family. When I've been around them, they're not happy. Nobody is happy. That's when I'm like, dang, like everybody depressed and they come showing me stuff like, Tay, you seen this? Have you seen this? I'm like, yep. I know what time it is. Yep. I know what they doing though. They're trying to soften people up. All right, if I can get you to get that MOTB, it's all good. That's what E is trying to do. And he's going to keep closing stores. As we look in the future, that's nothing. More stores getting closed to where it's only a couple remaining. And that's so many jobs lost. They ain't got no money. Pay for car note. Pay for their rent. And guess where they're going to go? Downtown. Straight up. This is going to happen to them. Because I be telling them this type of stuff, but they grew up with a different father. And they be on the outside. They'll never be in here. And it's just about to get real wild, Yasharala. Real wild out here. So I just ponder what's happening. The devil's speeding it up. And it's going to create a famine. That way you run to his military to get that military aid and get your food and what you need. That devil going to feel real good about that. He need Jake eating at the palm of his hand. See, we done got loose. We beating our chest. We don't give a dang about that. And I still don't. I don't care if you do bring an ice chest. I don't care what these devils try to bring. Back really trying to bring a cookie. They're going to give you like a little cookie. Give you like little trinkets. And it's going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to be leading up to that MOTB. That's going to lead up to. That's the whole point. Blockade and siege. That's what the Lord is doing right now. He's going to set everything up to where you got to go get that for your provision. That's why everything's closing down. And see, AI is taking over the jobs. That's why a lot of these positions that they lose and closing down that you seen lost, those are management jobs. I don't need you to manage no more. AI will do that. Or I don't need you to do the financing for it no more. AI will do that. Everybody going to go to a universal basic income to where he'll put that micro CHIP on you. And if you don't comply, they're going to want to off with your head. Revelation 14th chapter. So he ain't going to, people going to be hot, hungry, dealing with stuff. He going to come, I got ice, I got houses. I got provision. I got safety. I got everything you need, but I need you to do this. So this place is closing down, cashing out. So with that being said, y'all should all see what's going on and get your life, in order, in order to where you can make it. Get stuff in proper perspective. Start praying more. Really lock into this truth. Because outside of it, you're not going to make it. Esau he's not going to save nobody. You got to look to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, in order to save us. So with that, I hope this has been edifying. I want to say Kwam, Yashar Allah. Hey, stay locked in the truth. Because Yahweh Shah is quickly on the way. Shalom.